ride cymbal. I'm trying to build a marble machine and I need a place to place all the instruments. And today in this stream, I want to start with the ride cymbal. I have fun ideas for the ride cymbal. We also have Hannes with us, right?
Oh, of course you do. I'm always here, you know.
I'm going to go over to the computer, but later I'm going to talk about if we can play this sound with a marble or not. Or if we need to do like we did in Vansbar, to have a drumstick in between to get that drumstick sound. Because the marble sounds pretty different. So that's part of the live stream later, but I've been doing great work this morning actually in the computer, so I'm excited to go over to Clad here. And then I'm going to remember to turn that nice hi-hat microphone off as well here.
Perfect. And I will switch over to your luxurious mic now.
Nice. Welcome everyone who's joining. I'm having a great week actually. I'm looking forward to a very fun day tomorrow. We're off tomorrow. I'm doing some special celebrations tomorrow. But this week I've been working by myself in the before lunch and actually got things done. So this morning I was checking on this ride cymbal.
Can you scoot a bit into frame here, Martin? I would be very much obliged.
Over here, perhaps.
There we go.
Dung.
Perfection. And I see here now, you see Theodora Linder joining in today, screaming hype.
Nice to see you here, Theodora. Oh, I've almost fell off the chair here.
And Jasper is here. Heyo. Let's do some marble machining, designing. Yes.
So what we're doing today is, the goal is to find a great position for all the instruments on the marble machine. That's the main goal, basically.
I will override your preset with my own preset.
I'll do my presets, you sir.
No. I'm the ruler here today.
Okay, that's an Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna record that. The goal is to find a great position for all the instruments on the marble machine. And if we go over to CAD, this new model, I'm very happy for this. It might not seem like it, but it feels like I'm on round 2 of this CAD model, and it feels like I'm actually doing what I should do. All the functions here are also described in my design requirements spreadsheet. And I actually go into this spreadsheet by myself now without fear, and I write stuff when I'm working.
Such a brave boy.
So we're here at the ride. These are the ride design requirements that I wrote this morning. Some are not design agnostic, that's fine. But I'm going to, where I left it off this morning is actually this volume and timbre control. But let me point you to something. We have, in the design requirements of the ride, we have that the ride must produce a crash ride sound, but it also must produce a stick on all 4 sound, ting, 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 ting. So it's like a ting, ting, gong, tiki, tiki, gong, gong. That's the stick on 4 sound. So to get those different sounds, I've decided how many marble tracks are going to play on this ride. So I've been kind of simplifying this ride. It's only 3 tracks for the entire ride. So we have the main here. That is going to make the crash sound. It will hit on the edge of the cymbal, making a crash sound. And then we have these Vanisborg sticks here. I was looking at any music videos. This sound, I'm going to show it to you later. I tried to reproduce it with marbles. It just doesn't sound right without the drumsticks. I don't know if you remember, Hannes, when we were doing it in Vanisborg, how much better the drumsticks sounded.
Oh yeah. More controlled and human-like.
Yeah. Perhaps we can cue that up for later in the stream to show those things. I also think it looks a bit animusic to have drumsticks like this. And I also had the idea, perhaps the hi-hat can also have drumsticks because that sound is great. However, what I want to do right now, this steel marble on the cymbal sounds great, but it's very strong. Actually, let's go over to the cymbal and show you on the wireless.
On the wireless. Yes, I'm getting there. Oh, there's so many buttons.
Here we go. So this. Okay, let's keep it in my mic here. Let me fix something for the recording, Hannes. Sorry, everyone. I'm going to just double check that my new beautiful microphone is going into the correct thing here.
And I will take this moment then, because Martin explained to me before stream something that a lot of people may have trouble understanding, and myself included. The work that is being done currently, it's like it's two different worlds. We have the CAD, that's the computer model, the 3D model that we see, and then we have a long text document. There's two different worlds. But what Martin is trying more and more to do now is merging these two worlds. So he's taking all the designs, all the decisions he's made through text.
Yep.
And merging it to the 3D model and vice versa. So it's one coherent machine that works in the same way, both in text and in 3D.
Perfectly explained, Hannes. Way better than I can do. So we have in the design requirements that the ride needs to do a crash sound. Sorry for your ears. Let me start with a smaller marble. Kind of like this. Metal marble from low. It's a pretty big, very nice sound. Higher marble from high up. So headphone warning, everyone. Take your headphones off. It would also sound better if I hit it more on the edge. However, what I want to do now, because in the design requirements it said that the operator needs to, where am I? I'm here. The operator needs to manually be able to control the volume of the ride. I think it's a very simple. In the design requirements, it says that the operator needs to control the volume of the ride with a lever or a wheel. And everything on the machine that is not in the programming wheel is much easier. So what I want to do is I want to pull something that puts something in between the metal marble and the cymbal. Because listen, with 2 layers of fabric, it's a very dull sound. 1 layer of fabric, and I'm going to remove the fabric afterwards. I don't know if that came through, Hannes. It's a much softer hit. So it sounds more like if you're playing with these orchestral mallets compared to that super bright sound. And I have a really cool idea with a sorry for that. I have a really simple idea with a wedge that comes in like this and gets increasingly thicker, pivots around the midpoint, and it's just a simple wheel for me. So that's what I'm going to CAD now.
Wow.
Like imagine, maybe I should explain it again. So let's do it in the A7 III. So imagine this towel gets thicker and thicker over here. So I fold it like this. So now you can see that it actually gets thicker over there. So when I pull the lever, when it's down, it's like that. And when I pull the lever, softer, softest. Very, very simple. And I can do a lot. And right before when we were sound checking, I also realized how cool would it be with just a manual mute that just grabs the cymbal, because then you can do the Eye of the Tiger. And this mute, I'm not going to put in the programming wheel because I want to simplify. I'm going to put it on my DJ levers.
Nice.
So I'm also probably, I wanna CAD that too, since that's in the design requirements. Or the mute is actually not, so let's start adding that. I think I can go kind of crazy on the manual controls. It's not increasing the real difficult part of this machine.
Are we ready for... Yes.
So, ride 1.1.2.4.4 damper. The ride must I don't know how to include a muter/damper that is manually controlled by the operator. That's not design agnostic. I don't care. That's what I want. So why in the why column, I've been asked to motivate a little bit more. Good for musical effects and endings and dynamics, increasing the DJ, because I want to be able to DJ, increasing the DJ abilities of the operator. A design requirement for this damper. The damper should also be possible to be half activated for musical effects. I can play with it. Let me show you what I meant. You can be on the wireless unless it's fine.
I need to change. I need to change over then. Yeah. Okay, wireless on. Yes.
So, for example, maybe
we should go to give me the wide.
Yeah. You can record this.
I can't. Record
okay, you can. So, I mean, if you, I did this. That's obvious, but you can also probably never. I will never want to use that. But instead of, maybe sometime you want this sound for some stupid reason. Or you just want... It sounds horrible, but with the damper, you can do it, basically. Yeah.
Nice.
It gives me that DJ control.
I just saw here from Jasper, had a question here. Love the idea, but is CADing this really applicable to instrument placement?
It absolutely is, I think, because actually I don't really understand but is CADing this really? What do you mean, Jesper? I don't really understand the question.
And Jimmy adds their +1 to this comment. This seems like a sidetrack to instrument placement.
They mean the dampener.
Yeah, perhaps the whole function of it.
So that I think is it's a little bit true, but they all depending on how much functionality. I want a lot of functionality of the snare drum, which means it needs more space. So it feeds into each other. Because if I want to see if the functionality of in my mind, a lot of things is like affecting each other. What is it called? In
succession, no?
Yeah, what is it called? It's like intersectional. It might be a bit, but when I'm on the ride, it might be a bit outside the scope. But if I know that the bass should have 15 marble drops, I need to have much more space for the bass. So the core functionalities of each instrument, for example, there's a lot of functionalities on the vibraphone that I know I want to have, but I haven't CAD'd them yet. But I know they fit in this bounding box.
Okay, here's a follow-up. You said you wanted to CAD the dampener. I thought you were talking in detail. If you keep the CAD crude, then I see how it helps with space claims.
So the dampener is actually not outside the ride space claim, which then it's very not important. Where, yeah, I see what you mean. Below. To not go too deep on details. Now I understand your questions.
Yes.
So that's the volume and timer control, and then the dampener. Let's do them both. We have both in the design requirement. So we switch to ride, and I actually started this. So I want to just do some kind of extrude here. Let's make a thin extrude because we can. Revolve, I mean.
Banana for scale.
Yeah, there is.
I agree with Jimmy's comment from yesterday. The bass drum looks so small. Where's our banana for scale? Hashtag Team Banana.
At the end, we're gonna go for the custom features where there is a banana for scale. Alan wasn't joking. But yeah, that's not for now. I just want to get this core functionality in. How do I actually make a wedge? Let's just do it super simple. Going to do it here. I'm gonna cut it crude now, Jasper. You're absolutely right. Like that. Oh, we can just do Shift V. We're going to revolve this around this axis, but it's not a full revolve. It's going to be like a 90 degree. 90 the other way. Can I? Opposite direction? Yes.
Boom. Nice.
Boom. Easy.
There we go.
Do it on the inside. Is it a mid-plane? I'm not so used to this thin. I don't want to make a thin revolve, actually. I want to make a solid revolve. Here we go.
Do you know something else that's solid, Martin?
My CAD skills.
And also, these wonderful backers that joined the last 24 hours. And I remember these. I think these are all Twitch subscribers that subscribed yesterday through Amazon Prime on Twitch. And that helps us tremendously. Every way that you back us and support us means the world to us. You can do it through YouTube memberships, through Twitch subscriptions, and through Patreon. So I just wanted to say shout out to these wonderful people.
Fantastic.
The last 24 hours.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, I actually figured out a pretty good idea on how to make a wedge without... there. Okay, I'm done with the wedge. This is to show the idea. This wedge can then circulate in here. And it can also go there. Good. Let's keep it crude. I'm not going to spend more time on the wedge. But we have it there. Boom. I think that will look pretty cool when that all of a sudden starts to turn by itself around the cymbal. You see that, Hannes? You see
I
what
heard
I mean?
it. I heard it at least.
I also think in the blob space, to start to get a feeling for this, I should add marbles that are hitting the instruments, because now we have marbles up here. Just for this, I think in the blob space, I'm also going to add at the very hit point, if I go into the hi-hat, oh, there's a folder to make here. Let's keep it clean. Add selection to folder, ride. That's what I did this morning. I think we should also include, it's basically just a service for us to, what should I say? See better where the marbles are hitting, basically. I think I went with 30 at the top, did I? Yep. That should be a variable later for the ride marble. That's where it hits.
And here we go. Derek Van Allen with a great comment here. Subscribing on Twitch also skips ads for you guys watching. So you want to subscribe if you got Prime hanging around.
Nice.
That is the way to go. Derek with an MVP tip.
I was thinking about you, Derek, today. I'm so happy for the blob method because it feels like now when I did some CAD calisthenics with the blob method, I feel that it's so fantastic to work with. I can really go in and out, big picture and details whenever I want to. I'm very happy for that. Oh, I didn't name that and I didn't derive it. So it's going to be ride marble. This is just to help us see the vision in the big thing. I need to go into the ride, and you can't actually have two derived commands, so you have to add this part in the previous derived command. We have, I named both ride marbles ride marble. There should be 1 and 2. I think that looks nice like that. I think we're also going to add it to this one. Which one is that? Where's my stick sketch here? So let's add, and for these sketches, I think I used, for these sticks, I used a 20mm marble. It's not really set in stone. It's going to be tangential to that surface, actually. 20. Perhaps, yeah, I should learn a little bit more to stay at the high level that I claim to stay at. Like the feedback from Jasper there, but it's not my natural go-to. I get creative when I see the ride, and I want to go down and fill in features. And I think it's okay for me to be creative sometimes, but not at the cost of completely derailing everything, obviously. So this revolve needs to happen before the linear transfer. Can it? It can. Then we're going to add this marble into the linear pattern and into the transform. Boom.
Technically, you can have 2 derived commands. It's just less performant than one.
Okay.
Derek Van Allen.
Nice, Derek. But feels like the developers want me to stay with one, I guess. So now you can see, here's the marble drop position, exactly 1 meter above. I can lower them with my document wide variable, but we can also see where the marbles are hitting the cymbals. You can kind of feel how this wedge would come and interact here. And here's the funnels. I made 2 funnels, one for these and one for that. I don't know if that's at all how it's going to be. This is just a symbol. But I like the ride onto the left there, Hannes. We have a good spot here to collect the ride marbles, and I actually really like this. And kind of when the frame is there, you'll see the kick drum a little bit more because it's a little bit more to the right. And this is not how the frame is going to look. All right, instrument placements. Where should we go? I do feel that I want to catch up on the hi-hat. So we can either go to the carousel or to the hi-hat.
You know what I want to do first? There's a lot of new viewers joining in, so please, let's just do a quick little recap what we're doing here, Martin. We are finding a great position for all the instruments on the marble machine. And what does that mean? Do you have a good answer to that, Martin?
Yes. If we go to CAD, I need to decide what instruments to include and where to place them. And
what makes the position great?
It's so many things. It's so many intersectional design requirements that makes it great. And the whole thing with this document is that I need to get it out of my head and into the document. But one thing is, for example, to have a path for the marbles. And so let's go to the hi-hat. The marbles from the hi-hat is going to be caught here, next to the kick drum and the snare drum. And I think the snare drum is a bit close to the kick drum. I like the relationship with the ride and the kick drum right now. But I think we should move the snare drum a little bit to the right. So in this new setup, I have 2 snare drums. I think one is, what is that? What is this? Is it
Yeah, what is that?
it's a mistake extrude, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, it belongs to the it belongs
The carousel.
to the carousels. I think I just we'll deal with that later. We remove it like that. So this is the new snare drum, and we are going to move that by offsetting the mate connector in the sketch. Okay, that's the wrong sketch. Okay, so apparently I put carousel stuff. Okay, I need to get some carousel stuff out of the snare drum folder. This revolve belongs to the ride, so let's put that in. Let's keep the folders clean. That's why I made a mistake there. So we're going to unpack this folder. And this is carousel stuff. And everything else is snare drum, right? These two is carousel. I was vibe cadding. That's why.
Still have a hard time understanding the vibe coding, vibe cadding.
Vibe cadding is when there's a vibraphone. There in.
Oh wow!
In there.
That's a good joke. You're in a good mood today.
Oh my god. If that's a good joke, I don't know what my normal level is. What did I say about the snare drum? Ooh, I wanted to move it to the right. So I'm doing that here in the offset of the mate connector. Let's move it 5 centimeters to the right. Then the snare drum is in the symmetrical middle of the entire design. Let's see how that works in the master assembly. And then we can start working on the position of the hi-hat.
Fantastic.
Just a little bit more space for the snare drum. I don't think that looks bad. It's not on a centimeter now. We're only trying to find somewhat of a placement. And look also, these were the cymbals I used to do before. My new cymbal is just a disc. I don't want to add any of these details. I want it to be as crude as possible. These drumsticks should even have been more crude, actually.
Yeah, you got a vibe.
I was happy. I know I shouldn't be. Okay, so let's get this done. We're going to get rid of this old hi-hat that is in the old stuff. We're going to make the hi-hat blob. I want to know, though, how large this was. 370 diameters. That's all I need to know. So I add a sketch on the origin. I'm going to realign that with the mate connector with the right plane, and then I'm going to rotate it and flip it, because now you see we're sketching here, sketch 6. We're sketching in the correct way. And then I'm going to do a thin extrude. So I need a 90-degree. I'm going to build this hi-hat with like one line, Hannes. Are you ready for that?
Yes, please.
I'm starting with a construction line here to the left, because that's a hole in the middle of the hi-hat. And then I do a vertical thing to constrain the angle of 20 degrees or 110 when it's this way. The hole is going to be something 5 millimeters. And then we said 370 diameter, which means the radius is half of that. So I put half of 370. And we're ready to do our thin extrude.
A good quote here from Hal, quoting you. I shouldn't be happy. Martin Molin, 2026.
Now I'm setting the position of the middle of the hi-hat. It's just 1600. I have actually started to constrain my blob sketches and moving them around like that, because perhaps it's a bit early, but I feel like we're finding kind of. I'm going to mimic the old position. I should have done that first, not like this, without the constraints. 340. I'm inching in closer. 300. All right. Are you ready for the Shift W thin revolve magic?
I've never been more ready. Blow me away.
What happened with my sketch? Was it this one? Or is it... Yeah, it is that one. That went well, didn't it?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
See, to make that sound on the machine, we need a damper on the ride cymbal.
Okay, design requirement.
I lost my... not my will to live. I knew you wanted to say it.
Never. I would never.
I lost my 90-degree revolve axis. So we're gonna flip that revolve axis to this one.
And while you try to make that work, Martin, I will try to bring in all the new viewers that are joining in. What the heck are you looking at right now? Well, this is a 3D model of a marble machine that plays music with marbles. And today Martin is deciding which and what instruments and where they should be placed. This is a very important part of the design. So that's why a lot of time is being spent here. We need to know which instruments and where they're going to be placed, because there's going to be dropping marbles on these instruments. So there you have it. Hopefully you understand a little bit better.
Great, Hannes. I'm going...
Captain Context over here.
Wow. I'm going to delete the old hi-hat. We have now the new hi-hat. And then something that really I liked about yesterday was that when I realized that, or this week, that the marble positions, when I place the instruments, we kind of know where the marbles needs to be dropped. So it becomes a bit more complicated when we talk about dynamics and stuff. So I'm just going to add one marble drop now. So I'm going to just add 1 point here. Shift S. No, just S. Yeah, that was correct. And we want to drop the marbles really close to the edge. So let's say 20 millimeters, something like that. And then I pull a vertical line. And I have my... So what I realized, there is a design constraint that says that all the marbles needs to fall the same height before hitting the instruments because of latency. And that's exactly when you do a document-wide variable, which is marble drop height, which pulls this line out to exactly 1 meter. Why can I see the old... I can see the old hi-hat when I'm sketching. Do we have a delete part command? Yeah, we have. I think that's why. I'm figuring this out. There's a delete part command here, and I actually want to delete the delete part command because I don't want to see. So why is this old hi-hat still showing? Old stuff. Extrude hi-hat. I can't just delete the part. Do I need to delete the features of the old hi-hat as well? Hopefully it's gone now. So what I'm doing now is that adding the marble drop height to this, so I see it helps me check the instrument positions to see, can we route marbles to all the instruments? And later I have to decide how many and how big marbles. I'm doing this 120 right now. And I say you're tangential to this surface. But we also want the top marble here. 20. And it kind of really... the things that we actually know, Hannes, that's kind of what we're looking for. We know a lot of things about this machine, but I've kept it all in my head. So I'm going to try to get it out and into the text document and into the the very simple CAD. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, this is not your first rodeo. You have built 2 marble machines before.
And no,
albeit they weren't entirely successful, but a lot of stuff worked on them. So some stuff you really know because you are the SME, right, on marble machines.
100% the SME.
Subject matter expert. Was that the...
Yeah, I think I'm like going into my subject matter expert phase here, because I'm
a lot of things you can kind of predict because you know the behavior.
Yeah, and I think the whole trick, which is Jasper's point and also Derek's point, is that I have to slow down and question some of those assumptions to not like waste time on solutions we know is not going to be good. Or we could have known it's not going to be good. I know I want a lot of marbles for the hi-hats. I'm gonna make I'm making a wider marble gate blob there. And you see now we get the hi-hat drop position if the hi-hat is going to be right there. Do we want the hi-hat to be on the same height as the ride? Not really, right? It's not it's not a constraint. I have the kick. It's almost that you want the ride a bit above the hi-hat to resemble real drums, right? Oh,
probably. I just zoomed out a bit. Didn't really listen to you because I thought of a really fun idea for a stream sometime soon, Martin. Perhaps it could be good for me and the audience and perhaps you as well. What if you take a day and we look at the earlier machines and go through, because there's a lot of stuff that worked and you're gonna reuse. Because a lot of people are like, why are you scrapping everything? You're not scrapping everything, right? Some stuff you know works, and you can help us like pinpoint that was a great solution.
I also think we can write a lot of design requirements on a stream like that.
That would be very fun and visually engaging as well and show stuff.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm a genius.
I love it. Now I'm kind of making a fake marble path here just to get the catcher. We're not calling it a funnel. We call them catchers to be a bit more design agnostic. So this is also like, we know that the marbles needs to be catched. So how can I, as crude as possible, make a catcher? Let's not even constrain this. Let's just, or actually when I move the hi-hat, I need to constrain it. I just realized. So let's not go so fast. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Tell me.
It's an interesting comment. I saw a lot of people plussing that comment. So I'm just going to read it to you. It's interesting. It's from En Björningen. What if you tilt the drums to the right instead of forward? That way marbles can collect in the same spot as bass/percussions behind the vibraphone. It would look so cool to see some marbles bounce sideways.
That's a perfect example of not locking ourselves into a design choice too early, but thinking of all the other options.
I haven't thought about that because I only, like, in my mind it is tilted forward like this. It's set in stone for me, but I can see it now in my head. That's kind of cool.
I don't think it's as beautiful. It has its advantages of not passing the vibraphone marble lanes, which in my head is not a huge issue.
Yeah, but it's something that could be explored if the other thing doesn't work.
Yeah,
it would, like, I mean, a lot of the music stuff is also like the chaotic.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Like marbles are flying everywhere, so it's still in that aesthetic. Good comment.
Let me write it down as a note. Drums could be tilted sideways for marble handling instead of forwards. So the idea is in the document.
There we go. Thank you, chat. That's like a very good comment.
And now I want this funnel to be much more lower. I'm just trying a little bit, so this should be maybe 160. And I think this should be 120. Boom. That's nice. Ha! Do you know how good I am at it?
There we have him. There we have him. What a day.
Should we make it a little bit? No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. I shouldn't spend a single time. But real talk, though, is how is the hi-hat played? That makes a difference on is it played directly with marbles or is it played like the vibraphone with drumstick in between. But actually, I was going to look...
Vibraphone?
Sorry.
Ride cymbal.
Thank you.
I was like, oh, wow, what did you do this morning?
I just realized that I need to create the new hi-hat part studio. I'm rebuilding the blob model a bit here. But look at this. Unnamed parts. I won't be able to derive them like that. So hi-hat marble top. I think it was the top. Hi-hat marble bot.
While you do that, I want to take a look at the beautiful Martin sitting in front of his computer in his natural habitat. Look at him working away.
Hi-hat. Yeah,
oh, and if we look up in the left corner, we can see all the different camera angles Martin can see.
Hi-hat marble.
That's the multi-view for us. So I can take a peek at which camera I can change to. You also see the standing vertical streaming there for those of you that are joining in on that. Okay, that's all we have for the nature document part of the
I was going to say you turned into David Attenborough. That was brilliant, Hannes. I loved it. Hi-hat catcher. Why, Hannes, are we calling it hi-hat catcher when it looks like a funnel?
Because we don't want to... we haven't decided if it's funnels or nets or buckets yet.
Great. That's why.
It's not decided yet.
That's why. I'm going to derive all this. Since I named them so well now, I can just write hi-hat and we'll see them right off here. We want the hi-hat, we want the catcher. That's something else. Did I take... I was so proud. What's that? Okay, no. Vibraphone thumb. Oh, it's a thumbnail CAD.
Thumbnail CAD? Oh no.
Oh, what you do for views. I would not this year. Hand up, not this year. Hi-hat. I click too fast.
Oh, Hal is wondering, is that the flywheel on the wall? Looks tiny in this view. And that is not the flywheel that you're thinking about that Martin went to Atelier Örnsberg to do earlier this year. The fun fact behind there, that's the first gear cut for the Marble Machine X, right, Martin?
Yeah, that failed.
Yeah, you can see it. It failed a bit there.
Hannes saved it from the trash.
Yeah, you wanted to throw it away, and I was like, that is a piece of art. You don't dare throw that away. So I took it for a while, and then you're like, oh, it's kind of beautiful. Can I have it back?
It's like when someone else wants something, you're like, the FOMO hits you. And you were like, begrudgingly gave it back to me because it was actually...
As long as it was going to be featured in the live streams, it was okay. And finally, we got it up there.
I'm heading my way to the drum sub-assembly to... I'm rebuilding the blobs. The drums, just for some context, the drums was kind of the first things I did. And I don't like how I built them in the blob part. I know better now how I want to build up the blob part. So that's why I'm kind of redoing some of the CAD rails for this project. So insert entire parts to this rigid hi-hat. I think it looks like this one. It's loose. It's perfect. We have an old hi-hat in here. I'm going to delete the old one. And then for this new one, we are going to add the mate connector. Yes, and then we're mating it to the origin. Like Derek taught me. So yeah, I'm doing some, but these, like what I'm doing here now, Hannes, could become the marble machine. Like,
yes,
I never felt like that before in this project. I want to change the color of that thing. Perhaps I rather do, what happened now?
Uh-oh.
No, it was good.
Okay.
I thought I changed it to yellow, but it was because it was selected. All right, now we can take a look at this in the master assembly.
I need to bring out my post-it notes, then you know it's important stuff being written down over here.
Yeah, I'm going to go and look at the hi-hat. Yeah, sticks. Design requirements for the hi-hat. I wonder if I should stay on placement. We kind of want the hi-hat there. Let's stay on placement. Let's stay a bit high level without diving in. But what I'm thinking about is maybe adding these sticks to the hi-hat as well. Hi-hat is super important, of course. And I never liked the marble played hi-hats on my previous machine. So I have some ways to go with those. It would be so nice to get all this blue off, but I guess that's not important either.
No, the more important here is my memeplex. I wrote down your comment about the auto subtitles. I will fix that as soon as I can.
Oh.
Now you're officially on a post-it note, so that means it will get done.
Great idea. Okay, Martin. Done with the hi-hat. Let's slow down and see how I'm going to spend my next 20 minutes as most efficiently as possible.
While you do that, we have a question from Jimmy with a donation as well. Drumsticks moved by programming profiles are imaginable?
Yes, it's a good comment, Jimmy. Let's go into the design requirements. This is has actually been a little bit of a dream I had for a long time. Hannes and I have discussed it very much. Hannes is against it. I don't know if you changed position on that, but my drumsticks would be stay open for the solution to control the drumsticks directly by the prog wheel. It would be such a simple machine to build. I can't oh my god, it would be so much simpler in so many ways. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that idea.
And the donation.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. So now we have that option in there.
Let's get over to you. We're going to do some sketching.
I just wanted to choose what to do next here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's basically two questions. What instruments do we have, and can we find a good place for them? And that's why I'm so happy about my idea to put the crash into the carousel.
Mm-hmm.
So the crash and the carousel has been fighting for space here. And yesterday I got the idea to combine them.
Oh.
So they don't fight for space. So where do we go, Hannes? Do we go to where I show the difference in sound between drumsticks and marbles on the ride that I promised? Or I don't think that's most important right now if we're really going to stay on track.
Okay, then you answered your own question.
Yeah, so either we go on vibe cladding the shaker and tambourine modules. that I think can stick up here and here. Yeah, that would be fun. Let's do that.
Do you know what you need on both those? Do you have requirements for the shaker and tambourine?
You're asking the correct questions here.
So you don't start cladding willy-nilly.
Here, shaker module, tambourine module. Let's go up and see what happens up here. Oh, that's fun.
Who have I become?
Yeah.
Who have I become? What have you done to me,
You've been reading chat for a month, exactly.
What have you done to me? Have you written down text, Martin?
You turned Hannes into Hermione.
Yes.
I can explain the reference. Oh, you played the games, didn't you? You didn't see the movies, but you played the games.
I've seen all the movies.
I think you saw the movies just because you felt kind of obliged to. It's not really your cup of tea.
I like the movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I shouldn't talk.
No.
Slap at all. What's it called? Shaker module. 1126. Tambourine module. To my surprise, when I started to simplify the machine by removing these, like chat was like, oh no, don't kill those darlings. And I was very happy for that. So shaker module must have 2 modes, on, off. Should be controlled by operator. Must have timing adjustment. I don't think they will sound good because of latency in all the tempos. So that's a complicated thing. The cam shaking the module has to be able to switch. Must have timing adjustment for different tempos. These are the same requirement for the tambourine module as well. Well, do I add something more? I think I should go super fast here. We're going to leave it at that. We have the place now in the Rex. And I think I should just add the blobs.
Yeah, start with blobs. No need to define yet.
No.
That is good. And what just happened here, people, if you're new to this stream, Martin was sitting in text there, writing down what he needs these instruments, or in this case, the carousel module and shaker module, what it needs to do before he starts cladding, as we call it. When he's CADing with clay. This more crude way of doing the CAD, which is the 3D model here. So he's making decisions on what to include before he starts, dare I say, tinkering with CAD.
I love how you make it actually much more understandable today, Hannes. Love that. So, seeing the machine from the front here, I'm going to place the sketch right behind the kick drum. So, is that perhaps 600 millimeters? Overshot it, 500 millimeters exactly. And now I'm going to do the blobbiest blob you'll ever see. In the interest of time. So I'll think we're going to do I actually want everything else gone. Can I? Oh, I'm not in the sketch, that's why. So I think the shaker will start over here. Back here, I think I had in my mind, that's not important, that the shaking would start. Which way do we want to see the shaker? Let's just do it like this. I wonder if I can make a tube. Okay. back. So this line, I want a pipe. I have a custom feature, actually, the pipe tool pipe. Did I turn that into a construction line? I don't hope so. 10 millimeter. It's a little pipe. You see the little pipe, Hannes?
Gandalf would be proud.
And then I want to add another little pipe here. I don't have short commands for pipe. I want to be like direct to learn how to do this. I think a shaker is like 50.
Sounds about right.
40.
The usual shaker modules.
Boom. There we go. Shaker module. But yeah, it can't be placed like that. It should be placed.
Which way is it gonna?
It should be placed.
Wiggle.
Yeah, from
The
this
other way.
left and right
Left
from
and
this.
right.
But I need to put it so that it's not on its side like that. I had to see it from the front to realize my mistake. No worries. We take this line and we make it edge horizontal and we fix the issue. Boom! You know how good I am at this.
Looks like a hammer, but it is a shaker, everyone.
Yep. It's a shaker
It's a
blob.
percussion instrument that does the chicka 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 choo choo. The train shake.
Boom. Let's try that. Pretty cool how it sticks up in this little. It could probably be more to the front and above. If we want it a little bit more front and center and not interfering with. Let's actually push it a little bit forward. This is the correct thing to spend my time on because I'm looking at instrument placements.
Yeah, you don't need to defend yourself right now. This seems good.
That's kind of cool. Should we do a little bit higher?
Let's.
Like a little bit impressive. Like a cobra.
Yeah, tall and proud. Yeah, the shaker cobra.
Creates actually dynamics. Beautiful. And I have a cool thing with how that it will go down when it's silent and it will rise up when it starts to move and starts to play.
And that is simple to do.
Yes, that's the simple on off actually in my head.
Okay.
Shaker rod.
Shaker rod.
I don't know what's shaker link. Shaker. We're gonna add. We're gonna make some folders to keep this document neat.
Does it not interfere with the kick drum in this position? Jasper is wondering.
We're going to see. Good question. That's exactly the things
The
we're looking
answers we're trying to get today.
Shaker.
And this, the shaker is not being played by marbles,
No.
right? This is programmed.
Yeah. This is not the shaker. This is a hi-hat. I made a mistake. I think the shaker and tambourine module could add a lot of complexity, but it's kind of things that are free from everything else, like stand apart from everything else. I mean, is a little bit less problematic to add because it's kind of a more isolated problems. But if I take on 2 millions, oh my god, I've been recording to Alphonse this whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see.
It's fine. So interfering with the kick drum. Yes, it is, because the marble wants to fall there and it's too close to the shaker, but that's the only thing that is interfering. So if we just pull the...
Is the measurements right on the measurements right for the length of the shaker?
No.
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 You haven't decided that yet?
No.
Nope. So it could be shorter.
But now it's not interfering anymore. It could be smaller, like a little egg. Something.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's also do... I think I should add perhaps that to the shaker and the tambourine. Let's do the tambourine. Exactly the same exercise here. Let's try to do this quickly without making mistakes. Realign on the right one. Press that twice, that once. And then the forward alignment. It's actually... No, I want it actually minus 100. A little bit to the right. Minus 50. Minus 20. There. So now let's make the little rod for the... you know what we can do? The tambourine is just going to steal the rod from the shaker module here.
Okay. Can it be on the same?
No, I meant the lines.
Duplicate it.
What happened there? Oh, I choose the wrong thing. Just for now, to make it faster. But then I want to CAD a little bit of a tambourine here. Just like that. Sorry, Derek, I couldn't make this a thin extrude. We just have to go with the old ways here. So that's the half moon tambourine shape. If you know that one, Hannes.
The tambourine. Yes.
So we're gonna do the pipe for the tambourine, and we're soon going to be 10. Boom. And then I'm just going to do a symmetric extrude. A solid, symmetric. I think that's also around 40 millimeters. That's the tambourine. It's a blocky tambourine. I mean, how cool. Shift P hides everything. How cool when they are like still and all of a sudden chaka 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 chaka. Right?
Yeah. Chaka chaka chaka, yes.
It's this I hope I would use them though. Yeah.
Yeah, it was well. I remember asking you sometime, like, do you ever use that kind of stuff in your music? And you said no.
But I think that was more, I think, for the cowbell, wasn't it?
Okay, cowbell, perhaps. Which in my eyes is much more important than cooler. You of course need a cowbell for the novelty factor.
So the pipe command can't add to the other. We're gonna have a cowbell in my carousel, Hannes. We're gonna have slots which allows us to put any instruments on.
There we go.
So you can have a cat and dog machine if you really
Finally,
want.
if people remember those live streams.
Oh my god.
The cat and dog drums.
I understand why most sane people don't think I will. Everyone who's here are as sick as me, actually, thinking that this will happen. Well done.
We're all in this together.
Well done. Well done.
The Marble Machine Institution.
I'm creating a part studio.
Yes, you are.
I renamed all the parts. Shaker Tamb module. I'm deriving that.
Do you want to know how many are in this insane asylum together with us, Martin? 1,143 patients that believes in this progress. That is so fantastic to see. People that are supporting through YouTube memberships, through Patreon, and through Twitch subscriptions. It helps us a lot. I don't think you understand how much it means to us, because having your support, that is basically the backbone of everything right now. Yep. It means that we can keep on doing this for another month or two at the moment. So we thank you a lot for being here, for us and with us.
Yep.
It's awesome.
I've done everything I need there. I don't have a good way to come to the drum sub-assembly. I need to learn how to navigate this document better. Now we're going to insert. This is taking shape, Hannes. I'm happy. We're going to insert the shaker tam module. There. Oh, I have an old one, I think. There is some old stuff here that I've deleted. Or are they? Yeah, so let's delete those. Good. And I also don't want to see the old mate connector. So let's add mate connector to instance origin. And then what I really wanted to do is when I choose this, I want to choose the origin to mate it to, but I can't. So I have to show the origin and choose it there. So I'm very happy with this every other thing here. It seems to make so much sense to me. Like cymbal, drum, cymbal, drum, cymbal, and in between shaker, tambourine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look at that percussion unit right there.
I mean,
choo choo.
I promise that's how good music this will be able to play.
Wow.
Should I color them in some fancy way? Here's the old shaker thing. Let's delete that. It's like a side quest to keep CAD a little bit clean. What's this? Old tambourine module. Let's delete that.
Cast it into the fire.
Yes. What colors do you want these modules to be, Hannes?
That's a big question.
Not for the machine, for the clad.
That's a very big
white
question.
Because they're instruments.
Yeah. White is nice.
So we can a little bit feel them. They disappear behind the drums, but okay, I don't like that. Black.
Black or dark gray.
Dark gray is the one.
There we go.
There.
Darker gray.
Yeah, that looks pro. Okay. So cool when this lays its heads down like a dog and to sleep, and then rises like a cobra to play.
Oof.
Where do we go? Should I flesh out the carousel, which is the natural thing to do next? Or should I recolor all this ugly blue stuff?
Do that quick and dirty, recolor it, and then the carousel blob, right?
Can I recolor all the blue to just gray so it looks a bit more? I think it's a bit yeah.
Here we have someone that is skating where the puck is going. John1234 says, Hannes, suggestion to add a cat or dog sound when you show one of our comments. That wouldn't get annoying at all.
I like it though.
Yeah.
Stick, I don't want to, all the unnamed ones, I think I want to change. Edit appearance. Yeah, and this one I want dark gray. This is just for my, yeah, it's for my, what is it for actually, Hannes?
Sanity,
Yeah,
for your feel a little bit zen.
It's also it
takes away chaos.
It says a little bit that we actually did. It tells me where I am in the project with those things. I think this one I chose
Yeah, you need to be a bit more professional now. As you said, you've been to school now for several years. It's time to graduate and show your craft. Show that you have listened. Show that you have learned.
Yeah. And I don't like this chamfer here that ends too early, so we're going to make it 400 perhaps. No.
What happened?
It didn't want to compute it. 250. There we go. That looks more pro. Looks amazingly pro. All right. Did I forget? I forgot 2 marbles. Is that the only thing? Yeah, sorry. It's actually because I didn't name these parts, or these parts I actually didn't name. All right. Okay, so there is kind of a lot of unknowns with the bass. I need to be zen with choosing what kind of hit points the bass should have and how we should play the bass, which is why this exercise is really, really good. Because it will ask the questions.
It will force you to make some decisions about that.
But I think now it's time for the carousel, with the crash cymbal being the default sound.
Okay, crash default.
Yeah. I think we always want a crash cymbal, but then we can add more stuff to it.
I like this comment here from Florio on Twitch. The machine is your graduation thesis.
Yes. And I keep saving. But when
you don't need that.
When I don't have to.
You live so in the past. No need to save nowadays, Martin.
Let's start this. Inspired by Hannes. What
have I done?
What's the design requirement? Good. So here's a carousel. All these are going to go away, or just let's copy them.
Before we do that, I just want to give us a little breather here. Look at all that space in there. Look at the wonderful Wintergatan logo with the crooked W that Martin will never fix. It's there to annoy us all. And I know a couple people in chat. Where is the missing wrench? Do people remember where it is? I think it's on a prototype, right?
The missing wrench. Oh yeah,
wasn't it a counterweight?
Yeah, it's a counterweight on the prototype. You can find it with the overhead camera if you really want to. So, meanwhile, I love that. Here's the design requirements for the carousel, which is more notes currently. But for example, something that I thought about with the carousel is that how fast can I switch between 2 instruments? So this is the operator must be able to switch between 2 instruments in under XX milliseconds. Why is that important? To decide how usable switching would be. Can we compose for fast switching? Can I do like in the anime music video where they have like wood block, click, hi-hat. It spins really fast. This, and then I was like, then I realized I should have a guideline for the carousel. The carousel should switch between instruments as fast as possible. Because the faster it switch, and I think I added a Y, to make composition possibilities increase, add awe and wonder like Pipe Dream. I don't think so. We should have the carousel. I don't have it, but in the Pipe Dream video, the carousel was flat. Spinning around
on the side.
We don't have space for that. I don't have. It takes so much room to do it like that. we can think about perhaps having it like that. It's more beautiful, but I'm thinking of having it like this. But to make Jasper proud, if Jasper is watching, I've included...
Jasper had to turn off the stream because he had trouble focus on work.
Yeah, good.
He got too engaged.
So, I've added all the positions this could be. It could be a flat circle, just like Pipe Dream, if there is space, like the one I built physically. I think that would be really good. I really don't think. Just look at this cymbal here. Imagine this spinning around like... I don't think there will be space for it like that.
Nope. Doesn't seem like it.
But my idea for... So I should basically just start CADing my idea.
Yes.
Here we go. Carousel. Let's go back to the little things that I did make for the carousel.
Let's have a look at this adult marble machine designer. Like, slow zoom in on him. There we go. As he's struggling to decide the next steps when designing his marble machine.
David Attenborough. I have David Attenborough in my live streams. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah. So there's also a funnel here. There's going to be one hit point. It's this hit point. So all the instruments will come into position and will use the same hit point. I think we're a bit low now. Let's increase it a bit. And they're also going to use... All these instruments are using the same 2 marble tracks because I want to be able to play... So there's going to be 2 marble tracks. That's actually a design requirement. Let's add that.
2 marble tracks?
The carousel must repeat... Have I said that already? No. The carousel must repeat notes within XX millisecond. Fast 2 tracks. I know I want 2 tracks. So let's constrain this funnel from the hit point. So it follows when we move it around. Like that. It hasn't turned white yet because of, I guess we can add this. And that's the issue. You can always, when you have blue lines, you can always like drag it and see why it's not, how it can move. Then you know how to constrain it to make all lines white. Carousel. So let's roll the history up here. So my new features add by the carousel, I guess. Shift W for revolving this. Why didn't I do just a line to make a thin revolve? Because I'm not cool enough, Hannes. I am becoming cool, but yet I'm not cool enough.
We got a nice comment here from my memeplex that says, I think it's a good sign there's not too much WTF are you doing moments in chat.
Oh.
It took some time to learn how to best work, but I think this way has potential.
Oh.
You hear? You got potential, son.
Thank you, my memeplex. It's I have learned a lot from this chat. I'm super grateful. And then then I'm having like, sometimes I become defensive because of 9 years frustration in the project. But like, it is true that the feedback on being deliberate has reached me. And thank you for saying that. It's let's cheers to that. It's
Yeah,
thanks to the chat.
you got potential. But also here, this is also good potential here. A very nice super chat from Hailshire's Haven, another name we recognize. For fast switching controlled by the small force of a programming cam, look into the capstan torque amplifier mechanism.
Thank you for the donation. Can you search? Thank you, Hal. Can you search for that, Hannes? And give me a link.
I can try.
And we can look at it in the stream. Okay, I think I don't want to flesh out the... I don't think I want to flesh out this carousel more here in the blob space. Yeah, I think I should make the... Yes, I should. I should make the crash symbol in the playing position before leaving here. So I'm going to make a thin revolve out of that. Here's my revolving arc. And I want a vertical line. I can use whatever. I can use this perhaps to define this angle to be 70, which is 20 if you count it the other way. I think I get a lot of darlings in, perhaps a little bit too many. We'll see. On the Marble Machine, Hannes, I thought my better design process would make me invincible as a designer. I can have all my darlings. And I hope I'm not making that same mistake again here.
I will try to fight you on a couple of them when time comes.
Good. Good. I deleted the old symbol without measuring it. So I'm going to see if in the old stuff folder we have the sketch. This is why I want to get rid of all the old stuff. I made all the parts flat like this. So I think the symbol is here. And then I put them in place. So yeah, this is the old parts that I'm slowly redoing. 370 for the crash. Back into the carousel.
I am in deep waters here, I can tell you that much when I'm researching the capstan torque amplifier. My goodness. I was not an expert at math in school. This is all math here.
Why can't I? Oh, that's why. 370 divided by 2 is the crash. And I want it to sit on this marble position. This line is just to show the instrument in playing position. So I want this line to be coincident with this marble point. And I want it really close to the edge, like 2 centimeters. There, good. And I think we're ready to revolve, to thin revolve. Not only revolve, to thin revolve. You go to thin here, you can choose a line and an axis. Merge scope with the prog wheel. No, it's a new part. Yes, thank you. Oh, this is so cool. How this symbol is like all of a sudden appears out of nowhere. I can also then like show with that, like I can like just before an important, I can have it not there and just pull it there in the right, in the last minute. I can play with it. I can DJ.
Send you a link to a PDF file, but that I think this is something you have to look on off stream.
Okay.
To have a slight chance of understanding anything.
If there's no images, I think it's gonna be hard for me.
This.
Was there no images?
Yes, there's images. Perhaps you can understand them. I can't understand anything. But I sent you the link so you can look at it.
Carousel.
It's a nighttime story for your daughter. You
Yep.
can read it to her.
I'll open it on stream to see. Hal has been coming with good suggestions, so I want to see what it is.
Hailshire's Haven.
Oh, it's not Hal.
No, it's Hailshire's
It's Haven. Okay,
it's
because
Haven,
I recognize that name too. Rename Carousel Crash.
Here we go. I also got a link. Okay, I will find another thing here.
Oh, with the carousel, I realized we also going to have the marble position. And I'm absolutely sure I want 2 marbles. So I wonder how to deal with this, if I'm going to stick with... No, I should probably start... I should probably... But they're hitting the same. No, let's do it like I did it before. And then revisit. Keep the tempo going. It's the placement. It's not really the functionality. 25, your tangential to the cymbal there. Are you in deep territory?
Okay, good news. I got a YouTube video showing how it works. There you go. You can check that out later.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, Hailshire, for sending me the link.
So the video is about how to faster switch between these instruments.
I guess.
I'm going to take this step to completion and then have a little breather and look at the video. Go.
I also hear we got a very nice donation from Toby Cornish that says, to paraphrase Steve Jobs, good artists tinker, great artists tour. Keep up the strong work. I remember to inject fun into the process.
Thank you, Toby. Thanks for the fantastic sentiment. I think we had a meeting today, me and Alphonse and Hannes, where we like landed in like 2 things. Is that we need to be a bit better to try to make it a bit more understandable what I'm trying to do, which is difficult because sometimes I don't understand what I'm doing, and that's but that's good. So to communicate, so you don't need all the understanding about the process. But then the second thing is that the fun is fueling the entire project.
Yep. Should be.
David Deutsch has this fun criterion by David Deutsch, super interesting, where he claims a philosopher and inventor of quantum mechanics, computing algorithms, and he claims that if it's fun, it is important. Isn't that kind of nice sentiment?
I like that. I want to live my life like that.
I mean, knowing you, I think you are a little bit of a life art. What's it called? Livskonstnär in Swedish, life artist. I think the worst you're doing is when I'm adding too much stress to your life. Apart from that, you're doing great, Hannes.
Yeah. When my task list gets too long.
Yep.
But yeah, as you were saying, trying to convey the story, and that is sometimes hard because we're currently at like the most difficult part of this entire journey, because we're at the time in a hero's journey in movies where you're supposed to be like beaten down, and that is sometimes hard to convey, and making that very exciting because we are, as we usually say, we're like entering Mordor right now, trying to throw the ring into the fire.
Yeah.
Marble Machine 1, we left the Shire and everything was promising. And then stuff happened. Life happened. So now we're like at the final stretch where everything seems the darkest.
Yeah, everyone thinks Frodo is dead.
Yeah.
They're just
Like
waiting for Sauron to get the ring.
All hope is gone.
This is me. It's basically. Do you hear? Do you hear that sound, Hannes?
I hear it. I can double check on. It seems like Stream is hearing it as well.
Stream is hearing it as well.
When I switched to the stream sound, at least.
But check. My wireless should be off. Which mic are we on?
We're on the SM7.
That's good. So let me mute my wireless. Check. But now, sorry, I'm just going to fix my own thing here. Check. Okay.
Seems like chat didn't hear it, so it was probably our hearing, Martin.
Okay, good. I am actually doing good things here. I'm getting the Carousel CAD rails in shape with the blob model here. I'm naming all the parts. This is the Carousel gates. That's the last part I need to name. And now we are ready to start our Carousel part studio. Carousel. I think I got the word carousel from the creator of Pipe Dream emailing me and talking about the carousel I built. I had some starstruck moments when that's one of the most fun things with the YouTube recognition that some of my stuff has gotten, is that like some of the creators that I really look up to came across my stuff. Mm-hmm. I was blown away by getting mail from the Pipe Dream creator. So much like Butterfly, if he wouldn't have made the Pipe Dream, I wouldn't have met Hannes, perhaps.
Oh.
No, we met before Marble Machine, didn't we?
Yep. We were going to do a music video for Paradis, the song.
We would have met anyway.
It was inevitable.
Carousel, marble top.
And I see you chat. I see you writing all those wonderful comments. And I think you saw me smiling when I read them. You're very kind to me. I cannot bring everything up on screen, but I see your lovely comments.
I'm going to be better at fixing the colors of parts up front like this to not waste time on it later. I think we have some kind of yellow for the cymbals. From afar, it looks like the marble is inside the cymbal, but it actually isn't. I thought I did some
drop shadow
CADing mistake and something. Okay, I want to add a bit of detail to this. This is just this is not how it. This is just a blob.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, what is this gonna do? And should you record this?
Oh. All right, so here's the beginning of the carousel, inspired by the carousel in Pipe Dreams, but I'm making a vertical one. This is just a blob, so let's create a sketch on a mate connector in the middle of this cylinder.
And is this thing supposed to have multiple instruments on it?
Good clarifications. I'm going to get right to it once I fixed this, so we're not sketching back and forth. So this thing will host kind of 4 or more percussion instruments that I can switch between manually using the same marble drop. So we get like 4 sounds for only 1 marble, and it's going to add a super cool mechanical movement.
So it spins around.
It's going to spin around. I hopefully can make it a bit more clear pretty soon here.
Yeah, that's some Captain context for you.
I'll stop the recording. Have I gotten that line? Use this line. Oh, it's thinking. I don't know yet how to CAD this. I'm going to make something really, really simple here. I think this wheel should be much smaller.
Wait, isn't a vertical carousel a Ferris wheel?
Yes, it is. It is. It is. That's what we're making. This is what I'm worst at in Onshape. To do remove extrudes. I think Derek Van Allen would solve that by telling me to not do them, because it's probably the wrong method. But you know what, Hannes? I'm doing them anyway, because I'm noob.
That's not where I thought that was going.
I'm also doing this. I just want to do it. I just want to get this done quickly. So here's the center thing of the thing. Let's make a stupid circular pattern of a part. It's an add this, so we get more spokes. Yes. All right. This can spin, and it can then also hold instruments. But it can do more.
How are they holding the instruments?
Yes.
Do you have a solution for that, or is that up for grabs?
I have an idea in my head, but I'm not going to tell you. No,
Tic tac, blue tack.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it right now. We're gonna make pipes there, but the instrument in the playing position will fold out, so the other instruments, when they're off the playing positions, will fold in to make the circle very, very small.
Sounds incredibly cool.
And I don't think too hard with cam followers like an ski lift. Can't I do several pipes at the same time? Okay. Can I do revolves? Do I really need to make 4 pipe patterns? All right, I'll make 4 pipe patterns. Boom. I'm just trying to be very, very quick here. So these nice little Wilson. So these small lines here are the folded in stuff.
We have a question here relating to this down from Jin Vain.
Yeah.
Do you need to make sure you can change the height of the instruments on the carousel to maintain the 1 meter height?
A very good question. it's I'm gonna show you. It's in the design requirements actually.
Nice.
Because one of the requirements is that the playing position of all the instruments needs to be
The same.
the absolute same. Can I scoot that over there? I can. I just wanted them to point straight out from the center. It looks a bit more serious. So we have in the carousel. The carousel could have the carousel must position each instrument in repeatable positions so that they are always played by the same 2 marble drops. And let's add, since your great comment,
same drop height.
the playing position of all instruments must maintain the same distance to the marble drops. So what I think we can have, and that's not the question, we can have slots here where you can click stuff on these rods. So let's just make like here's a little cowbell. That's a cowbell.
There it is.
Here's a little something. It's a little round instrument. I think I can still make the pipe even if I pull it in there. And down here is perhaps it's a 1-note tambourine, you know, in some na 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 na. That's a snare drum though in Simon and Garfunkel. Could have been a tambourine. Boom, 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 boom.
And Harmonial on Twitch just have to say, I love the something instrument.
That's good because it shows me that I'm not overdoing stuff I shouldn't overdo.
No, this is placeholders.
So look here. This one will actually expand and get into the cymbal position. This won't be longer. It's going to be with a pivot. I can kind of sketch it if people are interested in what I have in my brain, but I'm not going to CAD it because that will be a waste of time.
Jimmy here with a donation and question, and he says 2 marble tracks and 1 instrument selecting track? Question mark.
I think the programming wheel won't be able to do that much work, so I think I'm going to do the selecting manually, which means also that I can DJ. I can surprise. I can choose the wrong sound, which is maybe a bug, maybe a feature, not a bug.
Sounds like a DJ.
For the concerts.
Thank you so much for the donation and a
thank
good
you.
question, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Always on point.
Let's color these as they are a little bit cooler. Or should they be white, perhaps? I don't know. Let's do them like that. So this is the little carousel. I don't know if it's going to spin all the way around or if we can have the instruments really close to each other, so to have them switch faster. I don't need to save. Let's add a carousel to the drum subassembly. That old symbol disappeared there because I've deleted it. Carousel, insert whole part. Is it this one? Yes.
Look at that.
It's coming along. Carousel, add mate connector. Yes, please. Then I want to delete. I want to hide this mate connector to make sure that I'm mating to the origin to have everything stable. Cool. The cymbal is a bit low. everything here is a bit low. What if we had a super great setup, Hannes, that makes it super simple for me to change all that?
What? Do you talk about a blob space?
We'll see what my CAD will, if the CAD will die when I do this. Perhaps I'm going to. Perhaps I should look first here to make sure the CAD isn't completely dying.
Mm-hmm. And everything is constrained where it should be.
I think I need to do that.
Yeah. Don't import broken stuff.
No. Because I wanted to. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yes.
So 45. This one is done. 45. No, I want that through the cymbal. It's a little bit ridiculous. I should have planned for this. I am just trying to get things to stay where they are if we move this around. All the white stuff should stay kind of where it is. Mm-hmm. If we move it around. I was always like, oh, let's do this fast. But then I realized that we also want...
Spend more time cleaning it.
Yeah, a little bit, actually. It's... There's a reason why everyone screams constrain your sketches. Is it a perpendicular thing that's missing here? Ah, it's the distance. So let's just steal the ring distance. Perpendicular, and I guess this length, and we're home. This here, let's also steal the ring distance. I actually don't have the patience to fix those.
We don't all have to look at this CAD all the time. Let's have a little look at Martin from afar. A slow zoom out here. Look at him working away.
No.
So much focus. I love it. Oh, I see a Wilson there as well.
You have a Wilson?
A wild Wilson on the speaker. Perfect.
Right, I think this is better. Now, Hannes, I dare to go into the main assembly for the carousel sketch. And now I have the height of this entire thing on just one constraint here. If I do 20 centimeters higher, it looked weird in the blob space. Let's see how it looks in the master assembly. Let's see if my CAD... It survived.
It's there.
It's too high now. Mm-hmm. But you see, kind of if oh, I have a secret idea, Hannes.
Uh-oh. What is that?
I'm gonna move it a little bit down, a little bit forward. I am a little bit sad that we don't have toms. Okay.
Okay.
Are you laughing at me?
Okay. It's gonna be a Tom carousel.
I'm just saying that if I all of a sudden really want to make a retrowave fill-in that demands a tom, there is a possibility to put a tom in the carousel. Mm-hmm. The bigger the instruments we put in the carousel, the harder it's going to be to switch them fast.
Yeah. How about now with the crash on there? Does it have enough space to
Yeah, that's what
fold in?
that's why it needs to fold in.
Mm-hmm.
I think this funnel is. I think the position. I think I like this. I like it. It's going to be such a surprise as well. Also, all of a sudden, a wild cowbell appears. Funnel is too high. We fix that with this thing. 220. Yes. This thing eases me, Hannes, that if I have like, okay, do I really need a cabasa? We can like, perhaps not. If I really need it, I know where to put one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Fail safe.
I think we need to come a bit forward. You can see the collision with the programming wheel. And I think that's fine. Let's go a bit forward. It's in the same sketch here.
Add the Tom under the microwave oven next to the cat feeder.
You're laughing. I'm turning defensive, okay? No, not for the cat feeder. Hopefully we won't. I think there was a joke on the Martin next to add a pizza oven.
I
don't know if you remember that.
Nope. But sounds about right.
Okay, let's check the camera angles from above. And here I think, Hannes, it's important that these marble tracks to the vibraphone is as spindly and as thin as possible, so we can actually like kind of see the instruments. See what I mean? Through the marble tracks that will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Or we just need to place a camera under here with a wide lens, with a very wide lens.
There we go.
I like it. Should we go a bit more forward? And the funnel should become closer.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the instrument positions now.
Yes. Need to find out where they are supposed to sit. And also that this 3D CAD model in the computer is matching the design requirements that Martin has written down in his wonderful Google Sheet. So all the decisions that have been made is actually represented in the 3D model and vice versa.
Perfect. It's exactly what we're trying to do here. And it's also okay to make wrong decisions. At this, we can fail fast. The worst is to take no decision.
Mm-hmm.
I start to like the placement. I think it's a really good placeholder. This annoys me, the blue thing. Let's fix that.
Dark gray.
Yep. Dark gray. Boom. This stick is a bit long. It doesn't have to. It can just go. Okay. Why?
10 out of 10 comment here from Paulson on Twitch. Good thing Martin has his sheet together. That will give I will give it an applaud for that. That's right up my alley.
Am I? Oh, that took me a long time. That took me a lot of time. I shortened the cymbal stick. Hey, I love this. I didn't kill a single darling on this.
You added.
Yeah, but
you added a couple darlings.
No, I didn't. It's because the vibraphone.
Did I hear something about Toms?
A small little micro poop tom.
Okay.
Yeah. It's because of the wide vibraphone. Team Wide made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this. Let's remove the drivetrain. Yes, it's good. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, look at the marble drop placement. So far, no issues. probably I want to center this between the bass and the kick drum, so we're going to do that in the mate connector of the blob sketch.
There we go. And my Memeplex has a question.
Yeah.
Are the marble paths in each instrument, or is it better to have them all in a combined path tab?
That's a great question. I'll get to that as soon as I can scoot this over. Should we scoot it 5 centimeters? Let's look in the main assembly. See if my CAD held up. Is it only 4? I got stuff done today, Hannes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it in my arm. I get pain.
Goosebumps. Okay.
Pain from the mouse. There's going to be so much action when this little drummer is playing a solo, and I'm doing the Billie Jean dance.
Mm-hmm. Doing the Billie Jean dance.
If that it's okay to do the Billie Jean dance after everything. I don't know.
You have to make up your own.
I'm making my own. Okay, this is a great place to take a little bit of a breather and answer
the question.
Answer my Memeplex question. I just want to look with the entire drivetrain. Oh yes, I'm excited. This is like front and center is the music of the marble machine.
Mm-hmm.
We can make it a bit more musical by tilting the cymbals a little bit to the side like that. If you understand, now everything is very straight.
Mm-hmm.
We can turn it a bit more musical by angling the crash and stuff like that. But I love this. Let's just add the frame that this is not what a frame is going to look like. But I like it. It's a machine I want to build.
It's a machine you want to build?
Yeah.
Oh, I took the wrong one. There we go. Take a breather and answer the question here. And we have a follow-up to it as well here after.
Are the marble paths in each instrument, or is it better to have them all in a combined path tab? I think...
and then the follow-up is, reason for asking is only one path was showing there. So it seemed hard to show if they were clashing with the other paths. But I can see either way.
It's a good question. I think for when we are going to design all the oh, you mean the flight paths?
Probably.
Yeah. I think there definitely is better later to design all the marble things in one document. In one tab, and maybe also have them in the design required. I think we have the marble loop, so we have transportation to gates, for example. This is where the design requirement for and this is going to be probably a part studio. So later they will be together. Right now I think it's fine to have them separate. And also the jumping paths that I've made is not there's no truth in these lines. Like, I don't know if the marbles are following my sketch lines.
Yeah.
So not for now, but later, yes.
Yes. Okay. Also a donation here with a wonderful comment from Theodora Linder that says, starting to look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Theodora. I agree. And also, this time I'm starting at the correct place. What is this machine supposed to do? It's supposed to drop marbles on all these instruments, and we're starting there. This wheel and stuff that, I mean, Hannes spent a lot of time, it comes a bit later. It's a bit later.
Good. So, now what? And perhaps you should record now that you've inserted the carousel and explain it to our dear friend Alphonse.
I'm wondering something, Hannes.
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking about something completely different. Oh, do you know what I would love to do in the streams? If I could just draw on top of CAD with like a digital pen. You know, if I could sketch on the CAD on an iPad or something live, that would be so fun. I'm just thinking. So one thing that I don't like with this is that the vibraphone moving arms is creating this extra distance to the other instruments. And then I was just thinking, what if the arms that is actually on this kick drum, what if only those arms of the vibraphone went under the kick drum? They become super, super long, or around the kick drum or something. That was, we can perhaps bend them so that we can scoot all the instruments closer to each other. It would be worse for the vibraphone sound. The further away the snare is, the better. But I'm just seeing how we can, if we can push the vibraphone 10 centimeters up in this image, or the drums 10 centimeters down, I see that as a huge win for the entire design.
And we got a comment about your sketching from G-Man FPV. Telestrator is what that is called in broadcast, I think. There is a simple OBS plugin for it.
Oh.
To draw on screen.
Perhaps a post-it note for you, Hannes.
Oh boy, I got a lot of post-its today.
Telestrator. I should also look at... okay, we're in a bit of a break. We're going to go to a close-up of my ride cymbal. See if Wilson can hit it.
Oh!
He could. I actually never miss this when I throw stuff, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to look at the PDF on the capstan thing.
Oh, okay.
I'll just...
Let's see if you chat was a bit of, if that was perhaps a bit over, if it's how it will be applicable to the marble machine.
On the link.
So you got a YouTube video and a PDF.
Okay. Wait, is this tablet now? So I think people have sent me these kind of things in Lego before.
Small amount of force on this pulley will produce a comparable movement with a great deal of force.
I didn't know Michael Jackson was building these kind of things.
Oh, wow.
It's the exact voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because of the work of the capstans.
Oh.
Now this seems to also have this problem now of wanting to move a little on its own. When I leave it somewhere, it decides where the best central spot is. Which wasn't true
Was it for switching
an hour ago.
Right? Do you remember the comment?
See, look at that. A little computation made automatically here. Based on humidity, probably.
It's really beautiful. I don't know.
Nice.
It sets torque amplifier. Okay, super cool. Let's see the ride cymbal. I don't really fully understand it.
Manual selection would make the torque amplifier unnecessary unless you want to manually make rapid switches.
Is this some kind of gearing or something?
The capstan idea was for when a small force was needed to switch the carousel. It can be applicable to help you drive the rotation of the carousel and lessen the needed energy you need to put in with the programming wheel.
Interesting, but this wheel will be turned with manual force, or from me pulling. If we wanted to. Now I see what you mean.
The problem with moving on its own has a solution.
Ah, okay. Thank you. That's great. But how can we fool the laws of physics to make it? Can we really fool the laws of physics with that thing? We would still need the same amount of energy, right? All right. But super fun idea. I hope I still don't understand it completely. So I'm curious to hear about the how it would save energy. Hannes,
Martin?
I'm very happy about the progress. I want to note down this idea I had to push the instruments closer. Because on several spots, the snare drum can go over these. I start to feel we only have the real issue is the kick drum here. Maybe even we can build a drum. So I want to note, I think I want to make a note in instruments. Here. Instruments, top level. 1.1.0 instrument notes. Would be great if we could push vibraphone closer to drums or vice versa. Solve the collision with the moving arms. We're not going to solve it by making the plate stop moving.
Never!
To remove the making it more beautiful and magical with instruments close to each other. Great for cameras and overall footprint. Perhaps arms under. I would love if I could just talk into the spreadsheet. Oh, we should fix that. Fix Martin talking into the spreadsheet. Like a note-taking app. Imagine I go into a field and I just press a button on the Stream Deck and it writes what I say in that field. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm gonna vibe code that tonight.
Chat is trying to explain the whole what was it? Kaplan?
Capstan.
Capstan torque amplifier, right? The energy is coming from the rotating drums. But then we have Derek Van Allen that explained it like this. It's not gearing. It basically does a one-to-one movement, but the drive makes it so you only need to put in a little manual effort with the drive supplying the other 90% of it. Unfortunately, the drive is human powered, so the energy is still coming from you. And then Haven came also with here, a better analogy is using the powerful energy from your legs/weight while being able to twitch the carousel rapidly with just your hand or fingers.
This helps a lot because what you can do, it's about energy burst. It's about getting a more efficient burst, bam, like that.
Gearing to decrease input torque will reduce the switching speed. Yeah.
So it's about taking the energy from the flywheel that I've stored in the machine and make it a burst to get to the next point. Can it also help with positioning? That's very interesting. I actually don't understand how it works. Very, very cool. It's something that I'm going to take in mind. I'm going to write it in the carousel notes. Capstan thingy can help with faster switching by introducing an energy burst.
Can you please say Capstan torque amplifier? So you remember what it was.
Capstan torque amplifier. It's in the name, actually. Now I start to understand it. Thank you, everyone, for educating me on this. I'm just going to find the link while we're watching the... something is wrong with my...
I want to watch this one instead. This is more fun. And then I can do a slow zoom in on a man at work.
Someone trying to find a YouTube link.
Yeah, this is content. This is content. And take a look at the prototype station right there. We have a cymbal. I see drums. I see a marble drop prototype in the back as well. My goodness.
I have the YouTube link in the notes for the carousel. Thank you so much for that cool idea. All right.
That's why this chat is the best.
Yes. All right. So I think, and I also gathered idea to get closer to each other here. Also think, Hannes, this camera angle, if the snare drum would be closer, it would be so much better. Let's look at that. We're gonna ignore the collision. I can push this whole thing in one sketch. So let's...
It's a little worrisome when the whole thing starts with imagine the camera angle, not imagine this work.
And we're still going to poor connection. Never saw that in Onshape. So I pushed the vibraphone closer now. Then I think also all this could be lower. I'm also going to push it higher. I like this. I like this. 10 centimeters higher. Don't mind if I do. Yes, yes, yes. Look at the action.
For a free solution to input text by voice anywhere, you can try the Handy app. Okay. Handy app.
I'll write it. Handy app to input text by voice. So much better.
And someone said earlier, on Mac OS, there's a shortcut to voice to text.
Oh, cool. I'm not going to solve it during the stream. It's too off.
Yep.
Mac OS. But also, like, it will make my design requirement work so much better. Mac OS voice to text. Thank you. Hannes, do you see how beautiful this is?
I can imagine the camera angle. We have some interference.
Audio interference?
No, the instruments.
Aha.
The placement.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
It's just... but the height, I think, was good. Good. All right. I'm just postponing the tough decisions we need to get in with the bass guitar, the last instrument. If
I think you're gonna have a lot simpler time making those decisions when you realize how many people are supporting us, Martin, on our marvelous adventure. All the 1,143 backers that are supporting through YouTube memberships, Patreon, and Twitch subscriptions. We're here holding your hand while you try to make decisions around the bass.
Fantastic.
We believe in you, Martin. You can do this.
All right. Bass is kind of a little bit of a new chapter in this stream. I'm gonna go get my bass and we're gonna start writing design requirements for the bass. What about that?
Oh wow, that's a very, very good start.
I think that's a very simple, because how is that related to the goal of finding a great position for all the instruments on the machine? Well, I need to know kind of how much functionality I need from the bass. how much space the bass needs.
The bass space.
So,
Got it.
and I see here that we only have
2 requirements.
to play the root note, to add to the groove.
There we go. That needs more definition.
I think definitely this needs some work. Is this the correct thing to do now? I didn't show the difference in sound on the ride cymbal.
Is that more important
No.
than the positions? No. I think you should just get over it. Fetch your bass.
Yeah.
Start doing some work on that.
Because as you've seen, we've gone from the left to the right.
Yeah, one monster left to slay.
I think I want to relax. I think I want to do something relaxing. I want to add the middle marbles to the kick and the snare. To when I do this transition in my head, I actually want to add that marble. It's fast.
Okay, if you say so.
It's a little bit a Zen thing, you know, to keep the document. But I probably spend a little bit too much time with stuff like that. But it feels inspiring, I feel. I need to have fun. I'm just defending my procrastination here. Boom. Where did you go? Where did you go? Follow the river. What musical, Hannes?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Where did you go? Follow the river. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na.
I don't know, actually.
Hair.
Hair, okay.
It's not often I can beat Hannes in musical knowledge, but it's of course I picked the little one part of a not famous song. Adding the snare marble. 25, I think. Vertical or horizontal, I mean, coincident with the middle. Yes. Shift W. Revolve. Yes. But we don't have the name of them. Rename kick marble. And snare marble. Snare marble bot. Which means bottom and not robot. If anyone wondered. Kick marble bot. What are you thinking about? I hear you thinking.
Yeah, I just got an email that I got really pissed about receiving. I don't know if I need to make a harsh call later.
Oh.
Goddamn court.
Oh no.
Court stuff.
That's not good.
Why is not easy for people? Why is it so difficult to die?
Sorry to hear.
Trying to get these things sorted with my dad, and it's just goddamn Skatteverket. IRS.
Sorry to hear.
Yep.
I don't know how to navigate this document efficiently. That's actually something else. I spent quite a lot of time searching for Part Studios. There's a tab manager. I should speed up how I switched Part Studios. Let me know if I can help you with all that, Hannes. You have kept me very much out of it.
It's not for you to be burdened with.
Okay. I have to offer to look like a good friend on stream, though.
I know you are. I know you would take away time to try to fix it, but I don't. It's kind of you, but you don't need to.
I need to go and fetch this kick marble in the drive. Kick marble bot. There we go. I needed this for the sun.
And I saw here my memeplex asked, what do you want to work on tomorrow, Martin? Some prototyping? Can we help design some tests? And that is a good reminder that tomorrow there's not going to be any stream. Tomorrow you have a day off, Martin.
I'm celebrating my girlfriend's birthday, and we've only known each other for 2 years, and I realized on her last birthday how much she liked birthdays. So I'm pulling out all the stops tomorrow with the celebrations. So it's going to be a family day tomorrow for me.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very fun stream if I just sit here all by myself. So tomorrow, no stream. Maintenance day for me. I get to do fun stuff for the streams tomorrow.
There's a snare marble. I don't know. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know if I can define the time spent. It's defend, but to me it now feels zen. That I've reached a point. It's a little cute with these marbles there as well. It's probably questionable. You know what we should do? We should go and look at the bass video. That's also fun for people to see. Let me go to some other camera. I don't know what to push here, honest. You can do some other cameras while I do you remember the name of that video?
Not on top of
how to play bass with marbles or something.
Sounds about right. Let's take a tour of the studio while you're doing that, Martin. Let's see what I have over here. Okay, should we check out how the cymbal is doing over here? Look at that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I found the video.
Oh, you found it? Okay, I need to head back then. Where are you? There he is.
Yeah, I think you can hear that. So I think this video is about like choosing between hitting the marbles directly or with something in between. So, and I think also I'm making this slap sound later.
Which is translated to this elite can continue on.
I mean, Hannes, on your idea
So
with going
now
back
the
to the
spring
first
is-
machines, we can also go back to the entire series.
Yeah.
Like, we could make a whole series going like, what will I keep? What, like, I've done a lot of work. Like, can we find...
A lot of prototyping has been done.
So I think here I'm working on the slap. Let me get my bass, actually.
Oh, yes. Finally.
Did I hide it?
Oh, no. Where do we have it?
I think it might be on the storage shelf here. No.
Ah, there it is. Bass 2.
So,
Ooh.
chat. I am actually happy for design requirements suggestions for the...
Yeah, get closer to the mic. I think your wireless is off
Oh,
now,
wireless
right?
is
You
off.
muted yourself.
Chat-delicious. I'm happy for base requirement, design requirement suggestions, actually. See what I'm doing with my hand there, Hannes?
Mm-hmm.
We need a way to stop the notes. It's not It's not ringing forever. Let's add that. I think I had that on another one. Wait. There's the requirements. Sorry, I'm dealing with all my windows.
All the windows on a Mac.
What's happening?
Everything, everywhere, all at once is happening. Okay, we're ready.
Bass. Let's not start with these categories yet. These are notes. Okay. The bass must be able to... It would be so nice if I could just write what's needed instead of that must be able to.
Can't you do that in some notes first and then refine it?
Yeah, okay. Must be able to end the notes abruptly. Mute, is it called? Mute the notes. Mute the notes abruptly. Abruptly for a defined ending. But then we also want the bass must be able to add a rhythmic effect when muting all strings. I think there's two different mutes. We have that's only one string. But then we have this like almost like a snare drum thing. And I think it's really simple. It would really add. So that's kind of a slap. See the two difference?
Mm-hmm.
Where am I? In 100 cameras. Okay. What else? Range. That's a super important one.
Yeah.
The bass must have a note range of X octave of note X octave X to note X octave X. This is for later for decide. This would be very helpful to decide soon. My very big decision. I'm not so fresh right now, so I can make big decisions like that. What else? Then it's the different attacks, soft notes and slap notes.
Note repetition.
Dynamics. Repetition. No, repetition is super good.
How fast?
The bass needs to be able to repeat the same note within XXMS. And, whoa.
Hello.
Remind me that I have to bring an adapter home, HDMI, USB-C to HDMI adapter.
Yes, adapter.
The bass must, and here we come to the important part for the positioning, able to play normal thick notes, normal fingered, it's called like fingered bass, fingered notes, and the bass must be able to play accentuated slap notes. I don't think it's going to be really like slap bass. It's more like if you think that one is like extra, you know? Otherwise it will be I'm dropping the bass. The bass must be able to play accentuated slap notes. This is what I was trying to figure out.
Must be played automatically
Good,
and
good.
manually, or no?
Yeah, the bass is played automatically by the programming wheel. Very good. Someone wrote that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nathan.
Very, very good. Those are system level, higher up than everything else I wrote, actually. The programming includes note selection, ending of the notes and everything. Yeah, no, I'm not I don't want to play it. This is very, very not solved how I'm going to achieve that. So the bass is a little bit in La La Land so far, Hannes.
That's a good musical.
First of all, do we really need the G string? If we're gonna play the Marble Machine song, we need it. Oh
yeah, then you need it because that's the encore song, right?
We can rewrite the bass line also. Oh, that's a way too big decision for me to take at this part of the stream.
At the end of a long work day?
Yeah. I think I need to come back to this with fresh head, actually. I think perhaps... let's see here.
Fantastic job with the design. I think you should record something for Alphonse when we now added all the placements.
Yeah. I feel my brain is mush. I don't feel I can. There's so many. But what I see though is that we have a lot of place for the bass here.
Yeah.
But also, the bass. Are the bass marbles going to jump the vibraphone or not? Are they going to be held back there? Yeah. No, I'm not actually able to do great work with the bass currently.
No, but you could do a great work with recording a little video now.
Yeah. All right, Hannes, look at this. We went through all the instruments from left to right with the ride, kick drum, hi-hat, snare, and this new fantastic vertical carousel. And next time, it's time for me to talk about the bass, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't gotten into the bass yet, but I think this looks great. We have all the marble drops, or one single marble drop. Like the snare drum is going to have like 10 marble drops later. Then we also have the shaker module. We have the tambourine module. I didn't kill a single darling. Perhaps I should have killed some darlings.
Yeah, so mission accomplished with today's goal. You started to place the instruments and you went through the design requirements. All the text in your wonderful Google Sheet, and you made sure that the requirements you had set out in the Google Sheet matched the 3D model in your computer and vice versa.
Yep.
So we're getting closer to a unified model that's the same both in 3D, both in the 3D CAD model and on the design requirements.
The cool thing now is with the instruments, what you see in CAD is showing the functions I have decided, and it's not showing a lot of stuff that I haven't decided. So, for example, the frame is not going to look like this. So it's better to not have that on. Let's see what happens if we remove this wheel. Feels good.
Yeah, I've seen a genuine smile on your face now a lot of times this stream, and that is a very, very good sign. You've done great work today.
Thank you. Thank you. I did push the vibraphone a little bit closer to all the other instruments. I would almost love it even closer, but I think this is pretty good. So here's the snare funnel, here's the kick funnel. I think the bass marbles, I want the bass marbles to also jump the vibraphone. So we're just going to be a bass funnel here to the right later. And cool thing with this shaker is that it's going to lay its head down like a sleeping dog when it's not playing, and then stand up like a cobra and start shaking when it's playing. Same for the tambourine. And it's and it's not like for a theatrical effect. It's actually for the on-off function that will make it do that. Anyway, for what I have in my head.
Perfect. Great. You can stop the recording.
Yeah, I think I think my brain is done.
You're done. You need to fetch the HDMI adapter and you need to get home.
Yeah, thank you everyone for fantastic help this stream. And like this week, I've worked much better in the mornings. Next week, my morning shift is going to be sacred. I hope I will be able to show all you and myself faster and steady progress on this project. We're not giving up on this. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah. Do you have something lined up on the keyboard for us?
I have a ride cymbal.
You have a ride cymbal. You also have a keyboard.
I want to play the ride cymbal.
Okay, then you can play the ride cymbal. But we don't have any wireless on, but we have a microphone on the ride, right?
Yeah, but I have to activate that for the stream.
Okay. Good.
These are the long goodbyes we're trying to
trying to avoid.
Yeah,
We're so close to getting there.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a marvelous outro now when you have your cymbal. Chat is saying good job guys, awesome work today, thanks a lot, amazing progress. Chat is very, very happy. You did an amazing job today. So without further ado, hit us with an amazing little drum fill here.